I know you guys not gonna believe me, but I'm gonna say anyways. So basically, what I want to say is that when I said that it'll be of me, I'll be posting stories, melon stories. I didn't mean actually stories. I mean series, movies, and art stories. Basically, I have more video ideas to make. So, I'm not going to do stories yet. Just because I have to do video ideas. And if I do have more video ideas, I'll come back later and start another one. Right now, I have a video idea. I have been questioning it for so long. In my whole entire life, I just want to think. To take a break. I don't know, maybe not. Basically, I had an idea. So, you see cartoons, right? Yeah, I know you see cartoons, like Tom and Jerry, Family Guy, American Dad, King of the Hill, SpongeBob, Bob. Actually, have you guys ever watched the Simpsons, South Park, or Scooby-Doo, all that stuff? Well, I have an idea. I've been thinking. So, I did a skit one time, and I moved it. It was a Mario skit. It was supposed to be for a Christmas special, but I scrapped it right away and for the Merry Christmas video. So, I've been thinking, can I change any cartoon things, cartoon videos, into actual skits? That's what we're going to find out. We're going to change them into movies. So basically, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into video AI. I'm going to tell it to do a prompt. I don't know if it's going to know what these characters are. So I just hope it's a guy. But for example, how about SpongeBob? Doesn't know SpongeBob? We're going to find out. Actually. And then we're going to do a movie poster. A custom poster for SpongeBob. So let's see if it knows who SpongeBob is. And I'll get back to y'all when the video AI is done with the SpongeBob one. Alright, our video is ready, guys.
Cartoon fans,
watch it.
Today I'm diving headfirst into Bikini Bottom to uncover why SpongeBob SquarePants is still one of the most beloved cartoons ever. First up, let's talk about the main man himself, SpongeBob. This guy's optimism is off the charts. No matter what wild shenanigans go down, he always finds a reason to smile. And honestly, don't we all need a little more SpongeBob energy in our lives?
That is not SpongeBob. What? I might put in the wrong prompt, did I? We're gonna have to try this again.
But it's not just about one sponge. The whole crew is iconic. Patrick, lovable goofball. Squidward, low-key hilarious with that dry sarcasm. Sandy, a karate-chopping, science-loving squirrel from Texas. Even Mr. Krabs and Plankton bring their own flavor to every episode. And let's not forget the jokes. SpongeBob is the king of witty one-liners and...
Is it taking things from the internet right now? Because that's actually SpongeBob. The rest was not SpongeBob at all. That is dumb.
Clever gags. You could be a kid or a grown-up and still find yourself laughing out loud. The show's goofy humor and unexpected heart make it so much more than just a cartoon. Plus, the world building? Incredible. Bikini Bottom feels real, like you could hop on a bus and visit the Krusty Krab for a Krabby Patty. The colors, the music, the silly sound effects, they all create this underwater universe you never want to leave. So next time you need a pick-me-up, grab a pineapple under the sea and join SpongeBob.
We are not SpongeBob. What is this? We have a balloon SpongeBob with a Santa hat. AI is doing the wrong things. I need to put in the right prompt.
Bob and friends for some good vibes. Trust me, you'll be hooked faster than you can say, I'm ready.
I guess I'll say I'm ready because that was not the prompt I want though. not. The series is not the plot I want. It shows other characters that do not represent the other ones, and then it shows other stock images of SpongeBob. One interview with kids, another one balloon SpongeBob with a Santa hat on. I need to put up the right prompts, and that's ASAP. So I'll come back to y'all when I'm done with this horrible prompt.
Welcome to the wonderful world of SpongeBob SquarePants.
Alright, so since my internet, this is not showing you the proof. There's no way I can demonstrate that AI could do it. But I watched the video, half of it, and it was kind of good. But when I get done with this video, I'm gonna have to watch it again and only know if it's any better or not. So let's go ahead and go to ChatGPT and tell AI to make me a SpongeBob poster. If I will watch, if I could put it on my wall or what, in my room, if I want to, or print it out. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know why. I actually love this thing better. Wow. I mean, we have the SpongeBob, we have SpongeBob himself, the logo. Huh. That's actually pretty cool to me, that. That's actually pretty cool. But it's better than that in-video AI thing, where it messes up completely. I don't know if I would put this on my wall, though. I would, though. I would, for real. I don't know. Hate on me on the comments. Alright, the next cartoon is definitely, you guys have definitely known. How about The Simpsons? Not my favorite adult show in the world. Yep, definitely. So what we're going to do here, we're going to type in video AI, and hopefully, yes, AI doesn't mess me up. And we want the Simpsons character to talk. Yes, for real. Let's hope they don't mess up this time. Let's go ahead and type in the prompt. And I hope we're able to demonstrate if it's good or not.
It all started a long time ago, before the internet was in every house, before everyone had a phone in their pocket. Back in 1987, I drew some funny-looking characters. They were for a TV show called The Tracy Ullman Show. These characters were a family. They had yellow skin and big eyes. I named them after my own family, which was a little strange, I know. Homer was my dad's name, Marge was my mom's name, Lisa and Maggie were my younger sisters, and the boy, Bart, was an anagram of brat. I thought that was clever. These short cartoons were a hit, and people wanted to see more of them. So, on December 17, 1989, The Simpsons got its very own show. It started with a Christmas special called Simpsons Roasting on an Open Fire. From that day on, television changed. It was an animated show, but it was not just for kids. It was for everyone. The show was different because it talked about real life in a funny way. It made jokes about politics, pop culture, and the everyday problems families face. It quickly became famous all over the world. People had never seen a cartoon family that felt so real, with all their funny flaws and big hearts. The show became a cultural phenomenon, a huge part of television history. The importance of The Simpsons is hard to overstate. It became the longest-running animated series in American history. It also became the longest-running sitcom. That is a very long time to be on television. The show won many awards, and its characters became famous everywhere. You could see Homer's face on t-shirts and Marge's blue hair on posters. The show's catchphrases like Homer's DOH or Bart's Eat My Shorts became part of our language. People started quoting the show in everyday conversations. It proved that animation could be smart, satirical, and deeply emotional, all at the same time. Why did it become so big? I think it's because the show was honest. It showed a family that was not perfect. They made mistakes, they argued, they got into silly situations. But at the end of every episode, they always came together. They loved each other even when they drove each other crazy. This was something everyone could relate to. It did not matter where you lived or how old you were. The Simpsons felt like a family you knew. They were our neighbors, our friends, and a little bit of ourselves, just drawn with yellow skin and 4 fingers on each hand. Let's talk about the family. First, there is Homer Simpson, the father. Homer is not your typical dad. He loves donuts more than almost anything. He works at the Springfield nuclear power plant, but he is not very good at his job. He often makes big mistakes because he doesn't think things through. Homer can be lazy and a little bit selfish, but he has a huge heart. He loves his family more than anything in the world, even more than donuts and beer. He would do anything for Marge and the kids, even if he usually messes it up in a hilarious way. He is the lovable fool who tries his best. Then we have Marge Simpson, the mom with the tall blue hair. Marge is the glue that holds the family together. She is patient, kind, and always tries to see the good in people. While Homer is causing chaos, Marge is trying to keep everything in order. She is a wonderful mother who worries about her children and wants them to be happy and safe. She is the voice of reason in a very unreasonable world. Her signature groaning sound shows her frustration, but her love for her family is unconditional. She is the calm center of the Simpson storm, a true matriarch. Next is the oldest child, Bart Simpson. Bart is a troublemaker. He is 10 years old and full of energy. He loves playing pranks, especially on his principal, Mr. Skinner. His famous catchphrase is, "Hey, caramba!" And he's always getting into some kind of mischief. He writes funny lines on the blackboard at the beginning of every show. Bart might seem like a bad kid, but he has a good side too. He stands up for his sister Lisa, and sometimes shows that he has a conscience. He represents the rebellious spirit that many of us feel, the desire to question authority and have a little fun. Finally, there are the 2 daughters, Lisa and Maggie. Lisa is the middle child, and she is incredibly smart. She is only 8 years old, but she plays the saxophone and cares deeply about the world. She is a vegetarian and a Buddhist. Lisa often feels like an outsider in her own family because she is so different. She fights for what she believes in and is the moral compass of the show. And then, there is Maggie, the baby. She never talks, but she communicates with the pacifier in her mouth. She is smarter than she looks and often gets into her own silent adventures. Maggie is the quiet observer representing the innocence of childhood. One of the reasons people love The Simpsons is because of the jokes. The show is filled with so many memorable moments and funny lines. Think about all the times Homer has said DOH. It happens when he does something stupid or when something bad happens to him. That one word says so much. It is the sound of failure, but it is a funny failure. We have all had moments like that where we realize we have made a silly mistake. The show is full of these simple, relatable jokes. Another famous one is Bart's prank calls to Moe's Tavern, asking for people with funny names like IP Freely. It is classic childish humor that still makes people laugh. The show also has amazing, crazy storylines that have become legendary. There was the episode where Homer becomes an astronaut. It was a ridiculous idea, but it was hilarious to watch him float in space eating potato chips. Or the episode Marge versus the Monorail, where a fast-talking salesman convinces the town to buy a faulty monorail system. That episode is a fan favorite because it is so funny and has a great song. These stories are big and absurd, but they start from a simple place. They take an ordinary situation like a town meeting and push it to its most extreme and comical conclusion. Many of the best jokes are also visual. The animators hide funny things in the background of scenes. You might see a sign with a silly name on a store, or a character doing something weird in the corner of the screen. The opening sequence is a great example. Every week there are small changes. The lines Bart writes on the chalkboard are different. The way the family crashes onto the couch at the end is different. This rewards people for paying close attention. It makes watching the show an interactive experience, where you are always looking for the next hidden gag or clever reference. The humor also comes from the huge number of characters in the town of Springfield. There is the evil billionaire Mr. Burns, who is always plotting something. There is the friendly but deeply religious neighbor, Ned Flanders. There is the bumbling police chief, Chief Wiggum. Each character has their own funny personality and catchphrases. When these characters interact, the results are always comical. The show has built a whole world filled with people we have come to know and love. The jokes are not just about the family. They are about an entire community of weird and wonderful people. The Simpsons is very funny, but it is more than just a collection of jokes. The The show uses humor to talk about serious things. It explores big themes that affect all of us in our daily lives. It talks about family, school, work, and society. For example, many episodes focus on Homer and Marge's marriage. They have problems just like real couples. They argue about money or how to raise the kids. But the show always handles these topics with a light touch. It uses comedy to show that even in tough times, love and understanding can win. It makes these big problems feel less scary. The show also makes fun of our world in a very smart way. This is called satire. The Simpsons makes jokes about politicians, big companies, and the news media. It points out the silly things that happen in our society. For example, the show often makes fun of the greedy Mr. Burns and his nuclear power plant to talk about corporate greed and pollution. It uses the incompetent Mayor Quimby to make jokes about corrupt politicians. By laughing at these things, the show encourages us to think about them. It uses humor as a tool to comment on the real world without being preachy or boring. This mix of humor and heart is why people of all ages enjoy the show. Kids can laugh at the slapstick comedy like Homer falling down or Bart playing a prank. Teenagers can relate to the feelings of Bart and Lisa, who are trying to figure out who they are. Adults can appreciate the clever satire and the jokes about work and marriage. The show works on many different levels. You can watch an episode as a child and enjoy it for one reason, and then watch the same episode as an adult and find a whole new layer of meaning and humor. It grows with its audience. In the end, The Simpsons is special because it feels timeless. Even though it has been on for so many years, the stories are still relevant. The struggles of the Simpson family are universal. We all want to be good parents, good children, and good people, even if we make mistakes along the way. The show tells us that it is okay to be imperfect. It tells us that families can be messy and chaotic, but they are also a source of great love and support. For over 3 decades, this yellow family from Springfield has been making us laugh and think, and that is why they will forever be a cherished part of our culture.
Well, that was basically AI explain what the Simpsons are and why they're funny and why people still watch them. Wow, and introduced the characters too. Okay. That wasn't a skit or a trailer. That was cool actually. I think we should actually do a poster right now. That's even better. I was surprised. Well, obviously, it came out in like the 90s. This is 1978 or 1979. I can't remember what AI said. That's cool though. That's amazing. I'll give it credit. So, I think we can do another cartoon or some show. How about South Park? Yep, that's South Park. All the poop jokes. Sometimes dying. Yeah, we'll make that into a skit. And maybe a poster for it. So yeah, let's go ahead. And, well, hopefully AI doesn't ruin this. I could use AI for the South Park one. Because apparently it was age restricted. So I move on to the poster. This is even worse. Why is there 2 Eric Cartmans? And why is it not extended? What color should be right next to Cartman, right? But instead they made people right next to Kenny, who is down in the snow. And ChatGPT, you failed. Yep. This Cartman's not supposed to be there. You really see Derek Cartman start picking up right next to Kenny. Wow, that's actually bad. I would not put this on my wall. So we are the Simpsons, SpongeBob, but we have one more to go. And it's been on my channel too much. But I don't know why I'm gonna stop making videos about them. Look at that later. Before we move on to our last clip and our skit video, I'm gonna say this. I have a community now. Yep, what that means. You can go ahead and send me pictures of anything. Now back to the video. Before I let cartoon, let's go ahead and talk about skit. Yes. So I was doing a video and I see if I can do the skit, and you have to wait for results. For this one. Hey, this little boy from a couple of days ago. Because basically, I was going to show you guys the trailer that I made, but it wasn't really a trailer. It was just explaining some stuff. So I just stick with that. I stick with the explaining part. So I changed the script to 2026. Yeah, I have an idea. Can I make a reposter about that? I'm getting started again. Alright, let's move on to our last cartoon. And the last cartoon, let's go get skit. Even though it's been on my channel so much, wherever it stops. It's supposed to be Scooby Doo. And like I said, why am I still at what am I going to stop with these Scooby Doo videos? It's gotta get old. I mean, it did come out in like 1969. I'm gonna have to check out the other release date, because all I know it came out in 1969. Yeah, 1969. And yeah, with this so many movies, it has to get us good. So yeah, let's go ahead and do the poster.
It was a dark and spooky night. The old amusement park stood silent, rides still, games quiet. But legend says Captain Cutler's ghost haunts the pier. The wind howled through the empty stalls, making the eerie silence even more unsettling. Shadows danced under the flickering lights, creating an atmosphere of dread and mystery. Mystery Incorporated rolled up in the Mystery Machine, ready for another adventure. The full moon cast an ominous glow over the pier, adding to the sense of foreboding. The gang knew they were in for a challenging night.
Alright gang, here's the plan. Daphne, Velma and I will check the midway and game booths for clues. Shaggy, you and Scooby check the snack bar. Remember, stay alert and stick together. We don't know what we're dealing with yet.
This place gives me the creeps, but if there's a mystery, I'm in. Let's hope the ghost doesn't hate purple. The air felt thick with tension, and every creak of the wooden planks underfoot made my heart race.
Like, me and Scoob will search for clues in the popcorn, or maybe the cotton candy. Anything to keep our minds off the spooky surroundings.
Rhea, Cotton Randy! Scooby's enthusiasm was infectious even in such a creepy place.
The gang split up, flashlights in hand, ready to face whatever haunted the pier. Each step echoed in the stillness, and the sense of being watched grew stronger with every passing moment.
Keep your eyes peeled, everyone. Let's solve this mystery. The sooner we find clues, the sooner we can get out of here.
And let's not get captured this time. We need to stay one step ahead of whatever's out there.
No promises. Shaggy's lightheartedness was a welcome relief amidst the tension.
Roo! Scooby's nervousness mirrored our own, but we pressed on.
The adventure had begun. The gang was determined to uncover the truth behind the haunting. The pier was anything but empty tonight. Shadows moved, and the air was thick with mystery. The stage was set for an unforgettable night of ghostly encounters and thrilling discoveries.
Jinkies! I found glowing seaweed up here on the pier. It's leaving a phosphorescent trail. Definitely not normal.
Meanwhile, Shaggy and Scooby crept into the deserted snack bar, hearts pounding.
Like Zoinks, Scoob. Let's grab some grub and get out before the ghost shows up.
Roo, Raggy!
Did you hear that? It's coming from the concession stand. Let's check it out.
The seaweed trail leads that way too. Everything's pointing to the funhouse.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Stay sharp, gang. Let's stick together.
The clues and the chills were piling up. The funhouse loomed ahead. Suddenly, a deep moan echoed. A towering figure in glowing seaweed appeared. Captain Cutler's ghost.
Zoinks, a ghost. Let's get out of here, Scoob.
Look, Shaggy and Scooby are being chased.
They're heading for the funhouse. The seaweed trail leads there too.
Quick, gang, into the funhouse. Velma, Daphne, find the control room. Shaggy, Scooby, be the bait.
Like, we can do that.
The chase was on. Inside the funhouse, mirrors reflected 1,000 ghosts. The air was thick with tension as every reflection seemed to come alive, creating an eerie atmosphere that sent chills down their spines. Shaggy and Scooby ran, terrified, through the maze. Their hearts pounded as they tried to find a way out, but every turn led to more confusion and more ghostly images.
Like, which way do we go, Scoob? I'm seeing ghosts everywhere. This place is a total nightmare.
I found the control panel. Fred, lure the ghost to the center. We need to trap it before it escapes again. Daphne, get the net ready. We have to be quick and precise.
Shaggy, Scooby, lead him to the star on the floor. It's our only chance to trap him.
Shaggy and Scooby dashed to the spot, the ghost close behind. Their legs moved as fast as they could, driven by sheer fear and determination.
Now, Velma, activate the trap.
Velma hit the switch. Metal bars shot up, trapping the ghost. The plan had worked perfectly. Daphne threw a net over the cage, ensuring the ghost couldn't escape.
Got him! We finally caught the ghost.
Phew, that was close. I thought we'd never get out of here.
Rhea, we did it!
The ghost was caught. The gang's teamwork had paid off once again. The gang gathered, ready for the big reveal. Another mystery nearly solved. They couldn't wait to see who was behind the ghostly mask this time. The chase was finally over. After a wild night of twists and turns, the ghost was trapped, wriggling helplessly in the net. The gang gathered around, their faces a mix of relief and excitement, knowing they were about to solve another mystery.
Let's see who this ghost really is. We've been chasing shadows all night, but now it's time for the truth.
Fred reached out and pulled off the helmet with a dramatic flourish, revealing the face beneath. It was Mr. Withers, the park owner, all along. The gang gasped, surprised that the friendly face they'd seen every day was behind the haunting.
You used phosphorescent paint and the old diving suit to scare people away while you searched for Captain Cutler's treasure. You thought no one would suspect you, but we followed the clues and pieced it all together.
And you would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for us meddling kids. We saw through your tricks and stopped your plan just in time.
The police arrived quickly to take Mr. Withers away, ensuring he couldn't cause any more trouble. The pier, once filled with fear and confusion, was safe again. Families could return, laughter would echo, and the rides would spin once more.
Like, wow, all that mystery solving made me hungry. I could really go for a giant sandwich right about now.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, nothing beats a good snack after a big adventure.
As the sun rose over the horizon, the park was ready for fun again. The darkness had lifted, replaced by bright colors and cheerful music. The gang stood together, proud of another mystery solved. Their teamwork and courage had saved the day once more.
What do you say, Scoob? I think we earned some Scooby snacks. After all, heroes deserve a treat.
Rhea, Scooby snacks for everyone.
Mystery Incorporated had saved the day, again. With another case closed, the friends knew that wherever there was a mystery, they'd be ready to solve it. Together.
Okay, that wasn't as I planned, though. I mean, sure. It's alright. It didn't have the dialogue, but it sounds nothing like them. Because, yeah, it sounds nothing like them. I don't know why. Hey, who cares? It's not for a poster. I bet I'm going to have some. Well, I'm going to show you some pictures we all to figure it out. Well, yeah, it's good. Something to tell, and I don't know. It has been on my channel for so long. Also, I cannot speak words right. Well, guys, that was it. And, well, before we stop with this video, I gotta make an announcement. Kinda. I don't want to spoil it yet. Here's some pictures. And I want y'all to guess what it could be.